one of the things I love is when you get actual, users. It's leadership not in the sense of somebody is the leader of the group, but it's sort of like expert leadership. So you've got people who are working in a particular area, and somebody starts to discuss a particular challenge that they have, whatever it might be. I mean, it may be going back to the pharmaceutical industry, it may be something to do with clinical operations, the actual running of trials, maybe monitoring. You get a group of monitors talking about a particular problem and a different approach that they're taking to some challenge about data verification or something like that. And then you get other people in who also have a similar problem, and they share their experience and their ideas. So you get more of a peer-to-peer type exchange of information. And I've not come across any situation at any level where this kind of exchange is not valuable. It's always useful. And the really great thing about podcasting is that's the kind of conversation that you could easily have at the water cooler if you were in the same building, but it's more difficult to do that if you're in different time zones. Whereas if you can maybe have a conversation and record it and share it with others, then you've created a sort of virtual water cooler, if you like. So it's translatable at every level and on pretty much any topic.
Yeah, I like the water cooler example. I've heard so many times about how problems were discussed, or real value was had, and it was just, and so was just walking down the hall and they had a minute and I was able to talk to them. So there's everybody seems to recognize that has some value when everybody is co-located, but more and more people are not co-located. Yeah. And you lose that. You lose attachment. You become detached. And podcasting can be a way to kind of reattach those sorts of things. You don't get necessarily all of it, but you can get some of it, and you can get some of it in a very structured way, which can really help out.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it, that these days many businesses are going for the sort of ultra open plan way of working. It started off with just basically removing all the walls and having everybody sitting in a big room at their desks. So now you have the sort of more of the hot desking type idea where people don't even have a desk. You have a free flow space. And one of the benefits that's claimed for that and advocated is that it does encourage cross-functional, cross-project interchange. Well, even within projects, it encourages interchange. And that's good for those situations where exchange of ideas is helpful and important. But of course, it only works in that particular office location on that particular floor. And that's what I think we're sort of saying is, well, maybe if you want to connect beyond that open plan situation and you want to connect your open plan locations, then we can do that. We're sort of like a virtual open plan office.